Hi everyone, this is Farooq from Equitas Law again. I know I have been absent from this channel for a very long time after the unlock procedure, but here I am. Those were some personal issues and medical issues that happened, so here I am back. This video is on a lighter note regarding the landmark judgments which you guys have understood from the caption of the video, which we all have at least heard in the entire LLB course and even from our seniors and even from the honorable judges in high court or any other lower courts. I was wondering and came up with a funny aspect of most of these landmark judgments and a funny way to understand these judgments in an easier form. I hope I am not being held in the future for contempt of court. Here are few of the examples and observation on those landmark judgments which I think are a bit humorous. Number one, we all have heard about Keshwananda Bharti. The matter in brief is related to an acquisition of a plot of land belonging to the petitioner under a law by the state. The case relates to an issue, an amendment to the Kerala land reforms, I think, which was subsequently challenged by the petitioner, Keshwananda Bharti in this case, and after a humongous 700 pages odd in a PDF, I want to be clear on that, when ultimately heard, the land was not returned to the petitioner. So, a huge judgment at the cost of the petitioner, but the land was not returned. The second case was Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. In this case, the passport of the petitioner in the interest of general public was impounded without assigning any reason, without affording any opportunity of being heard by the Ministry of External Affairs. Now the said action of the state was challenged, which gave birth, amongst other theories, to the theory of post-decisional hearing, which evolved through this case. But as I said, by evolution of so many theories, the passport of the petitioner was never returned. So the land was never returned, the passport was never returned. 3 is Olga Tellis versus Bombay Municipal Corporation. In this, a journalist, who is a petitioner in this case, initiated this public interest litigation before the Honorable Supreme Court, complaining the gross violation of Article 14 and the principles of natural justice being not afforded by the Bombay Municipal Corporation, the BMC, who without serving any notice to the squatters, demolished the entire slums. Entire slum was demolished overnight. And guess what? After a race against the ink for passing that judgment, the place where the slums existed, though demolished without any rule of law, was never returned. So, this is the third humorous aspect of the judgment, a landmark judgment. The 4 is ADM Jabalpur versus Shivkant Sukh, most popularly known as the habeas corpus case. The judgment of Justice P.N. Bhagwati, along with other justices, when the life in the time of emergency of 1975, as we say, when people could get arrested throughout the country without following any due process of law, and in gross violation of Article 21 of the Constitution of India, and it was said at that point of time that the fundamental rights are suspended in those times. It was actually brave move by different high courts of our country to pass restrictions to the challenge made and admitting writ petitions from different detainees and recognizing their rights, the rights of the citizen, even in the times of emergency. However, the Honorable Supreme Court entered into the matter, consolidated the entire matter in an appeal by the state from different high courts and heard the appeal and upheld the action of the states to be justified, and illegal detention of the citizens justified. After a marathonic judgment passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, the detainees were ultimately not released So these are the humorous part of these judgments. Now, I would invite my viewers also to humor us, and I'll learn from them which they think are humorous, a long judgment at the cost of the petitioner, but they did not get anything. So please like, comment, and subscribe what you think of this and your views.